Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you guys some of the most used shortcuts or paths or some good paths that I would take in SnowRunner Phase 9. This is actually the most used path. I will show you guys where this is at real quick. So this one is just through the tunnel on the burned forest. This is the lumber mill or sawmill, I guess. And right here I'm going to turn and go through these trees. You can't really see the path right now, but once I start driving, I'll show you guys. So this is going to save you a little bit of time because just off to our right is where the road is at. And basically you drive in, you split these two trees, and then you take a left. And you dodge this tree. And you cut back to the right, you see these two white trees, you split those. And just up in front of us here is the sawmill, so we're going to go just to our left. And here's where we break through. This is going to save you quite a lot of time. It's not a hard path. It is a little bit more tricky going back out. But yeah, that is the first one, and I use that one a ton. I highly recommend that path. And now we are on the second truck, and this is another path that I would take. So if you guys come in, like say for example you're getting water here and you got to go out, bring it up to these, and you want to take this main road because it's going to be a little bit faster. You can go out, take a right, and then you can go through here. And once you get here, you know, you can follow this main road or go out this path like I had, or up here or whatever. But I would just go through here. This part is really rocky and basically you can't go up here, so if you're coming this way you have to go down and around to the road or up this way to the road. But yeah, the path is just basically right through here. I'll show you what that looks like right now. Except I'm going the other way, but yeah, there's a nice little flat rock here that kind of leads right into it, and you can kind of see. Basically, you're just gonna stick to the top side of these, and then turn down. And I usually just stay to the right of the wrong tree. I usually just stay to the right on this part and just follow the edge and just winch onto those trees, and it's not bad at all. But I wanted to just show you guys this part. So that if you see up there, it's like really rocky. So this next one is probably not really recommended if you guys are like a little bit newer to the game, just because there's quite a lot of rocks and stuff. But we're going to be going down this path right here. And basically what you want to do is kind of just follow the low spot. Right here, this rock sticks out pretty good. So you want to kind of come down into it and go this way and then follow this down. I will again show you what that looks like. But this is, like I said, this is probably not really recommended for most people. This path is actually quite tough. But yeah, if you just kind of follow the low spot and here's the rock that I said that sticks out quite a bit. You kind of just rub up against this rock and turn hard left. And yeah, you just basically want to stay into this low part, and that's it. If you don't take the path that I took, there's a good chance that you'll tip, because that's what I did the first time that I took it. I tipped over. So yeah, stick to the path that I just showed you and you should be fine. Alright, this next one I didn't really find out until basically the end of the phase, but when you come around this corner right here, this is on the burned forest. All of these have been on the burned forest so far. There is actually a nice little path that goes down here and out onto this road. But I'll show you guys what that looks like here. So we are using the CK1500, so keep in mind that some of these ones, you know, the shortcut will go better in a bigger, stronger, better truck. These are just what I have around, so you can kind of see this one has some tracks going through it. And yeah, the CK1500's having no problem on this one. This one will bring you right out to the farm here. So this one is another one that's highly recommended. I wish I had seen it earlier. I've passed this one so many times and had no idea that it was even there. So yeah, this is a good path. Go ahead and try it out. Let me know what you guys think of these down below. I am curious if you guys have found any other paths that were not included on this one or my other one. Alright, so now we are on the Albany River. And this first one is basically at the mine here. And you have to get your rails from here, you have to get gold, you have to bring some fuel, you have to you have to come here to go to a point for picking up some secure containers. And so the only road that comes here goes all the way up to here. And then if you were to come in from this side, you know, from your garage off to the right, you're going to have to go all the way up and come back down. But there's actually a small little path that comes up through here and goes around the mountain here and comes through here. And then it comes right into here. So I'll turn the map so you can see it a little better. So yeah, once you come up through the river, again your garage is off over here. So if you make your way across all of these through this road or this road, once you get here you can turn around, go up this path towards this watchtower here, and then you can keep going, and there's a little pond here, cut into here. That should save you quite a bit of time. And I will show you what that looks like, but in reverse, so you can just pretend that we just picked up our gold or something and we're headed out, except you have to pick up 5 gold, so it's probably not recommended taking this path with 5 gold, but maybe coming up here. But as you can see, it's really not too bad if you were to come up this part or go down it. But if you're loaded up with gold, it's probably not the best path. Yeah, now we're at the watchtower's right there. We're on the cliff's edge. Actually, I did take this with a full trailer and a truck behind me, and I managed to do it just fine, so yeah. Alright, so this next one is on the Albany River, and it's just this little path right through here. So there is a road right here that turns really sharp, and it's actually at quite an angle. It's hard to see on here, but I actually flipped this stand just over there, and so I would highly recommend taking this. It's a much better path, and I'll go down it now. Alright, so here we are. The road is just off behind us, you can see, and it turns and goes that way. So all you're doing is turning left at this puddle, and this is the little shortcut here. You guys can actually see the road up in front of us there going up the hill. And the one good thing about this is that you're kind of like, if you were to tip, you can't really tip over that much with these walls. I mean, it's not saying you couldn't totally tip over, but alright, so here we're coming up to that part that I was talking about where it turns really hard. So you gotta turn to your left, and then you're at a really bad angle. So if you guys are loaded up here, I mean, it's not a good turn. As you can see, if you were loaded, it's gonna be bringing you downhill. It's quite steep, and you got to turn. All right, and this next one is actually probably one of the paths that I would also recommend the most. So if you're gonna go to either gateway, you're gonna want to follow this main road. And once you get up to here, you basically got 3 options. You can cross here, or cross with this one and go across here, or this top one. And I actually think this top one is probably the best of the ones, because here you're going to have to cross here, and there's a really bad swamp right here that slows you down, and this one's kind of a longer crossing. This one you got 2 sort of shorter crossings. And so the recommended path is actually go as far close to this gateway as you can, and then go down and cross the river and go to the other gateway. It's the most amount of time on the tar, and you can actually see there's quite a few tracks from me driving through here. I have used this one quite a lot, which actually I probably should have reset it because you can obviously see my tracks. But yeah, the road actually goes right to the side here, but I usually just cut through here. You can see my tracks. It's just a little bit shorter, and it's more direct. If you have a semi-trailer, just cut through there and turn. And then yeah, I've kind of fine-tuned it after a little while, but you can go into the water here and go around, or if you have a sort of a, I guess, what if you have a truck that you think can just climb up here, you can just go up here instead of going through the water, and it's probably a little bit faster. But yeah, as you guys can see, there's kind of a little route through here, and it's, like I said, I think this is the fastest way. Even if you're going to the other gateway, I would recommend coming all the way up to the first gate, or technically the second one, but following the main road all the way up to that one, and then cutting down. And this one actually kind of leads into the next one, or next two really. So once you cross the river, here's where we just left off. We're just over here. There's sort of two different paths once you get over here. And I'll show you both of them right now. There's a road, or not a road, a path that goes this way and up to the railroad tracks, and then you can go in towards the railway station warehouse. And there's also another path. If you go up here, you can follow this, and this will go all the way into the railway warehouse as well. And I recommend both of those paths as well. So I'll show you guys quick here. If you're coming across, you're basically coming right through this road. And, oops, once you get across here, you know, the normal road just goes up here, but I would just come off to the right if you want to take this path. And it doesn't look like much right now, but once we get up here in just a little bit, it will be a little more noticeable, the path that we're going to take. And this is basically just trying to get you up to the railroad tracks, because it's a nice flat kind of area. So here's what this part looks like. Obviously it's nice and wide, and again, if you have a bigger truck or something, you'll probably do a little better in here than a small little Jeep Wrangler. But this is kind of a nice little path through here. It is a little bit muddy, but yeah, it's nice and flat, kind of smooth. So you can take this one and get up to the railroad tracks here, and then follow those all the way along. Or the second option, which is the one that I actually prefer, is if you were coming, again, if you were coming from the other direction, I'll show you from this way, but I turn through here and just head out over these rocks. This one can be a little bit muddy in here as well, but this one seems to have a little less thick mud, I would say, or better ground or whatever. But right here, there's kind of a slope. You can kind of see it. So I usually kind of go off to my right a little bit more, and then back to my left so I don't tip. But yeah, you just go through here. It's a pretty nice path overall. And right up in front of us here, once we get over this little hill, we're going to be back on the main road. And that is going to be all of the paths and kind of shortcuts that I would recommend for this phase. Again, here we are back at the main road, and the other one we took was just down there. So it's kind of two routes that are going to get you to the railway station warehouse faster. And even if you don't want to go to the railway station warehouse, sometimes just going up here and cutting, using this good dirt, you know, like not muddy, all the way over to here is good. And there's actually a really good road through here as well that you can make good time on. So you could take all this good road or good tar or whatever, and then cut through here, and you're into the gateway. So yeah, the fastest route to the other gateway, I would say, would be go down through here, go up through here, take this road, and you're into the gateway with minimal amount of going through mud. Whereas if you were to go basically any route through the bottom, you're going to have to do all kinds of crossings like this, and then go up and cross here, or go across here and cross here. So yeah, I would just recommend going all the way up here and down that way into the gateway. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. Let me know what you thought of this down below. I've never really made a shortcut video before, but I kind of figured I could make one and just show off some of the routes that I took. I know not a lot of them are shortcuts, but that is going to be it for this video, guys. Please be sure to like that video and subscribe if you haven't already. As odds are, if you guys like this type of content, you guys will like videos that I've made in the past, and also videos that I will make in the future. So, as always, stay tuned till the next one. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch another video, there's a random video on screen and another playlist. Please be sure to share the video, like it, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications so you're notified when I upload. And until next time, peace.